Welcome to Art and Life. My guest today is award-winning videographer and photographer Nick Pitsas. Nick has a 30-year career creating videos, particularly in the science and science education space. Nick is also a fine art photographer. Welcome, Nick Pitsas.
Thank you, Celia. It's lovely to be joining you on this series.
Thank you. Nick, I've got a question for you, and that's what is your thinking on art in your life?
Well, art is fundamental to my life. Growing up, I didn't really think it would be as big as it has been. I did maths and science at school, but I've spent most of my professional career, as you mentioned, producing films and videos and multimedia. And in about 2009, I decided to concentrate on photography. And I really see photography as a way of me discovering things and then sharing them with people. So I do paid work, but I also do my own projects. And the two major projects that I've been doing over a number of years now are both based in Japan. One of them is based around the theme of winter in Hokkaido. And Hokkaido is Japan's northerly island that gets blasted with these Arctic winds from Siberia, which dump a lot of snow and make it really, really cold. It's very uncomfortable being there, but I can't get enough of it. It's just like a drug. Because what I want to do is create otherworldly sort of minimalist landscapes. The other project that I work on is Urban Twilight, which is mainly shot in Tokyo, and I usually go out in the morning, maybe 5 a.m. In the area which is near my hotel, which is an entertainment district, and so people have been out all night and they're out on the streets. They might be getting a bite to eat, getting a taxi, just ordinary kind of scenes. Is create a photo that has emotion and interest out of those ordinary scenes. And that's really what I'm about. I don't go out to look for something, oh, that's really interesting, I'll take a photo of that. I try and create an interesting photo out of the ordinary. But the photo, like all the art, has to have emotional value. There has to be melancholy or loneliness or mystery about it. And that's what I try and do. And so my photographic art is really a journey through life for me.
And so, Nick, my second question to you is, what's your thinking on art in society?
Well, art is fundamental to being a human being. I think once you've got, you've ticked off food, shelter and safety, there's a need for humans to, it's a basic need to express themselves and to document their lives. And you can look at societies all throughout history, and this is what's happened. And the wonder of that is not only does it describe what life was like there, but through their art, you can get a sense of what it felt like to be at that time, to live through what they were living through. And that's the beautiful thing about art. And I also believe art is cross-cultural. You don't need to belong to a certain culture to appreciate their art. And again, that is a wonderful thing because art can not only bridge time, it can bridge cultures and space. So it's a way of bringing societies together, and man, do we need that. And I also think, we're living at a special time because it's a period of democratization of art, that really anyone that has an interest in a whole field of art has unprecedented access to resources to help them fulfill their potential. And quite often it's not just the art that they create, but I think the process can be quite therapeutic.
Yes. Well, thank you, Nick. Thanks for your thoughtful insights. It's very interesting to see how you've taken us on a little journey of seeing art in different ways. I'll put up some links of your work so people can get to know your work even more. And I want to thank you for being part of Art and Life. Thanks, Nick.
Thanks for having me as part of Art and Life. Thank you.